Hello, my name is Martin Brook from Duke University in the Electrical and Computer Engineering Department. This is a series of video presentations about project decomposition focusing on a large project example. We'd been looking at the primary functional decomposition of the X-Prize rainforest competition. After some early needs finding interviews and some reading, we saw that there were four main types of biodiversity to study in the rainforests. We used a competition criterion to narrow down the scope. And now after primary decomposition, we have a bunch of sub-projects that we think are doable, and we can see ways to test if they work, and we're starting to see solution pathways emerge. These all use drones to collect data and samples in difficult to access places. Drones are something we have experience with at Duke, so we're feeling pretty good about these subtasks. Now let's look at the risks of our tasks. If they are too risky for Duke students to develop in one semester, we need to break them down further. We may need to talk to experts in the fields covered to get a good assessment of the risks. Inexperienced people often either way under or overestimate risks. We determined that none of these tasks are low risk as they stand. Let's start remedying this with the low-hanging fruit. The camera drone projects are viewed as medium risk, as we can buy many different types of camera drones ready built. We use a secondary decomposition to further break these tasks down into low-risk sub-projects. Let's analyze the risks of these tasks. To do this, we need to look at what it is that makes the drone imaging and forest tasks risky. The problem is that nobody flies in forest currently. Let's brainstorm ways we can reduce these risks. We came up with a bunch of possible solutions. Let's look at the risk of these solutions. We can reduce the risk of flying in forests by using a drone that can look up and a user interface that prevents flying where you cannot see. There are drones that do this now and enable us to customize the user interface, for example, the Paradanafi family. So this is a low-risk task. We need to be able to deliver the drones close to the data collection site. At Duke, we have experience with building heavy-lift cargo drones that could do this, so that is probably low risk, although I expect it will take us a couple of semesters to get it right. We need a really long-range communication to get into the forest. Building special drones to do this is something we have experience with, so once again, it's probably low risk. We can also use autonomous drones as they come online. The Skydio 2 and X2 are getting there, but are still expensive and prone to getting stuck in the forest. We can buy some and start playing with them now and hope this will work by the competition date. So this is also a relatively low-risk pathway. Now we have a bunch of low-risk tasks for imaging with drones in the forest. We can begin working on these tasks in Duke semester-long classes.